Every morning, before you open your eyes, there is a chance a bird is already watching your house. Not the roof, not the garden, the window. The same window it has seen hundreds of times before. Most people think birds notice houses only as part of the landscape, a place to perch, hide, or search for food. But researchers studying bird behavior have discovered something much stranger. Birds pay attention to windows, and through those windows, they may be learning far more about human life than we realize. Welcome back to Backyard Bird Mind. Today we are exploring what birds actually see when they look through your window every day, why some birds seem fascinated by certain houses, and how your daily routines may be far more visible to the birds outside than you ever imagined. Number 1. Birds quickly learn what happens inside a house. To a bird, a window is not just glass, it is information. A crow perched on a fence can see when lights turn on each morning. A robin near the garden notices when someone enters the kitchen. A chickadee visiting a feeder may observe movement behind the same window day after day. Researchers have found that many birds are exceptional pattern detectors. Their survival depends on noticing repeated events. Who feeds them, when predators appear, where food becomes available. And humans are full of predictable routines. The same person appears at breakfast. The same room lights up every evening. The same curtains open at nearly the same time each day. To humans, these actions feel insignificant. To birds, they are patterns, and patterns matter. Number 2. Birds recognize movement behind glass. Many people assume birds cannot understand what happens beyond a window, yet countless observations suggest otherwise. Birds react to pets they see indoors. They notice people approaching feeders from inside a house. Some even appear to anticipate feeding before a person steps outside. This happens because birds are constantly linking visual information with outcomes. The movement inside the kitchen means food may soon appear. The person reaching for a container may mean seed is coming. The dog approaching the window may mean it is time to move away. Over time, birds learn associations that allow them to predict what happens next. And prediction is one of the most valuable survival tools in nature. Number 3. Some birds watch humans far more than humans watch birds. A person may glance outside for a few seconds. The bird outside may spend hours observing the same area. Researchers studying crows, ravens, and other intelligent birds repeatedly describe their behavior as highly attentive. These birds watch, wait, compare, learn. A crow sitting quietly on a telephone wire may appear inactive, but in reality, it is gathering information continuously. Who comes and goes? Which vehicles belong there? When activity begins? When it ends? And if a bird returns to the same area every day, those observations accumulate. Days become weeks. Weeks become years. Until the bird possesses a surprisingly detailed understanding of the environment surrounding a house, including the humans inside it. Most people never think about this. They assume they are the observers, the ones watching nature. But sometimes the relationship may be reversed. Because while you occasionally notice the bird outside your window, that bird may have been noticing you for a very long time. And the longer it watches, the more interesting the story becomes. Because birds are not only learning what happens inside your home, some may be using that information to predict your behavior before you even step outside. Because birds are not only learning what happens inside your home, some may be using that information to predict your behavior before you even step outside. Number 4. Birds learn your schedule. One of the most remarkable discoveries in animal behavior is how quickly birds learn routines. A feeder bird does not need a clock. A crow does not need a calendar. They simply watch patterns. The porch light comes on at 6. The kitchen window opens at 7. The person with the bird seed appears shortly afterward. After enough repetition, birds stop reacting to events. They begin anticipating them. Researchers studying urban birds have repeatedly observed species arriving at food locations before food actually appears. They are not guessing, they are predicting. The bird outside your window may know when you normally wake up, when you leave for work, when you eat lunch. Not because it understands time the way humans do, because it understands patterns, and patterns often tell the future. Number 5. Birds notice things humans overlook. Humans are surprisingly distracted creatures. Phones, television, conversations, schedules. Birds have a different job. Their survival depends on observation. A slight change in movement, a new object in the yard, an unfamiliar face approaching the house. These details matter. Researchers studying crows often describe them as environmental monitors. They notice changes quickly, sometimes astonishingly quickly. This may explain why certain birds seem interested when something unusual happens around a home. Construction begins. A new pet arrives. A vehicle appears that was never there before. The birds notice. And because they compare today's environment with yesterday's, even small changes can attract attention. To a bird, your yard is not static. It is a constantly changing puzzle, and they are paying attention. Number 6. Some birds recognize individual people through the window. This sounds almost impossible until you look at the research. Studies have shown that crows can recognize specific human faces for years. Mockingbirds identify people who repeatedly approach nests. Pigeons distinguish between humans who feed them and humans who chase them away. The person moving behind the glass is not necessarily just a human. To the bird, it may be a specific human, the one who fills the feeder, the one who lets the dog outside, the one who startles birds by opening the door suddenly. Each person becomes associated with different experiences. Over time, birds develop expectations. Some humans are linked to food, some to safety, others to caution. The bird does not see a stranger every day. It sees someone it already knows. Number 7. The bird outside may be studying you more than you realize. Most people think they notice birds occasionally: a robin on the fence, a cardinal in the tree, a crow on a power line. Brief moments. Then life continues. But from the bird's perspective, the situation may be very different. That robin may visit your yard every morning. That crow may pass over your house every afternoon. That chickadee may return to the same feeder dozens of times each week. The observations accumulate, day after day, season after season. The bird begins recognizing familiar patterns, familiar sounds, familiar faces, and eventually, something strange happens. Your home stops being just another house. It becomes a known place, a place with predictable people, predictable routines, predictable opportunities. Most people never think about this. They assume the bird outside the window is simply passing by. But the next time you notice a bird staring toward your house, you may find yourself wondering something difficult to dismiss. While you were busy living your life inside that home, how much of it has already been quietly observed from the other side of the glass?